Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 53. If you guys happen to be new here, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications to stay 100% updated on every hype sneaker. Now, essentially, in this series, we go over sneakers that received updates throughout the week. For example, some of those may potentially include Off-White and Nike, Yeezys, Jordans, and more. But with that short intro out of the way, why don't we jump into the first update? Kicking it off, let's start with Off-White and Nike, since that's what you guys seem to like the most. Last week, we discussed the Off-White Jordan 4, along with the Jordan 5 the week prior. Today, we have another update for 3 new Off-White and Nike sneakers. As you guys know, we have been seeing lots of Off-White runners the past 2 years, from the women's track and field collection. Here, we will be seeing 3 more runners, but don't be disappointed just yet. Unlike the past Off-White runners, these do have potential to be quite profitable. The reason being, these are Off-White Air Zoom Tempo Next Percents. The Next Percent model actually has pretty decent demand in comparison to other runners, despite the higher retail of $250. Recently, we saw the electric green pair release for $250, those of which are currently reselling for around $650 to $750. In fact, the majority of these releases have sold out relatively quickly and are just over retail. Now, if it wasn't for that very high retail, all would have been easy profit. Now, take into account that this is an Off-White collaboration. The retail is only $10 higher than usual at $260 compared to $250. Most definitely, there's high potential that these will do very well, not just your average Off-White brick runner. In fact, one of the colorways is actually extremely reminiscent of the hyped pair that sells for more than double its retail that we just recently discussed. This is certainly something to look forward to. All 3 pairs will be dropping for $260 in October of 2020. Mock-up images courtesy of Pirates. Now, with Off-White out of the way, let's move on to some Yeezys. Kicking it off, we have some updates regarding Yeezy 380s. So first off, following the Yeezy 380 Mists, we will be seeing additional Yeezy 380 colorways, one of which will be the Sky Blue Yeezy 380, dropping for $230 this summer. The gray and light blue are quite reminiscent of the blue tint Yeezy 350 for those who remember those. I'm pretty excited for these, honestly. Images via Yeezy Season 2. However, before we do see those released, we will be seeing the Yeezy 380 Blorf, mock-up courtesy of Yeezy Season 2. This colorway is what you may hypothetically find after eating too much Taco Bell, along with a Glacier Freeze Gatorade mixed in the bunch. Expect these to drop before summer this spring for $230. I'll be genuinely surprised if these actually end up being profitable. Now, moving on from those, courtesy of Yankee Kicks, we have on-feet images of the Yeezy 350 Linen. These will be dropping this spring for $220. Although I'm not a big fan of the colorway, I do appreciate that they are mixing it up with the colorways in comparison to past Yeezy 350s that look extremely similar or nearly identical to other pairs, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Now, moving on from those, the Yeezy Basketball Barium that we discussed a few weeks ago won't actually feature a triple black colorway, so unfortunately for those who did want that triple black colorway, we won't be getting that. Instead, it'll consist of a dark green colorway with black panels. These drop for $250 this summer, mock-up courtesy of Yeezy Mafia. Now, despite the higher retail on these at $250, there should still be enough demand on these to be pretty profitable based off of the last Yeezy Quantums that released. Finally, for Yeezys, the Yeezy 380 Mist non-reflective drops soon, March 25th. Unfortunately, these are already selling for pretty close to retail. Based on how the reflective were just barely profitable, nothing too crazy. Not expecting anything significant or great from these non-reflectives with incredibly less demand. Certainly high risk if you are going to purchase these with resale intention. But now moving on with the Yeezys, let's start with Jordans now. Kicking it off, the Jordan 1 Court Purple will be dropping a little earlier than expected. They will now be dropping April 4th for $170. Considering how highly demanded the last Court Purple Jordan 1 was, there's certainly a high likelihood that these will do pretty decent at least. I'm expecting small profit at least to be made in sizes under 10 and perhaps even a little better with sizes under 9. Certainly better than nothing. Now, while on the topic of purple Jordans, the Jordan 12 Dark Concord will be dropping October 17th for $190, mock-up courtesy of Z Sneakerheads. In addition to those, we also got on-feet images of the Court Purple Jordan 4, courtesy of Han Zuying. These will be dropping May 14th for $190. Of course, when it comes to both of these, just personal only, not for resale purposes. Moving on, November 27th, or Black Friday, for $200, we will be seeing the Fire Red Jordan 4 return with the Nike Air on the back. The images you're seeing on the screen right now are not mock-ups, but rather the 1989 original pair. This is exactly what you should expect them to see, of course, not in this terrible condition. Now for some bad news. Unfortunately, the Dior collection has been delayed due to concerns of everyone's health and safety, which is very reasonable. This means you won't be seeing the Jordan 1 high or low or clothing dropping in April like they were initially planned to drop. I will keep you guys updated on the new date for these, so if you do happen to be new, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just so you're updated on these or any hype sneaker. Moving on from those though, we got a detailed in-hand look at the new Hair Jordan 7 2.0 courtesy of Han Zuying. These drop April 8th for $250. I personally think that they did a terrific job with these regarding the colors, the materials, definitely very unique. I like how they really put a lot of effort into this, but unfortunately that high retail of $250 definitely ruins the chance of them being profitable. Then moving on from those, we got a mock-up of the upcoming Jordan 11 Concord courtesy of Z Sneakerheads. But don't get your hopes up, these aren't going to resemble the Concord 11s that you normally see with the black patent leather, but instead these lows will consist of purple patent leather. These will be dropping for $185 on May 22nd in women's sizes. Another mock-up courtesy of Z Sneakerheads, we have a look at the Jordan 1 Smoke Gray. These will be dropping July 11th for $170. Definitely a high likelihood that these will perform very well, and personally I think that the red accents on these just make the sneaker look absolutely terrific. Moving on to some miscellaneous sneakers now with Jordans out of the way though, kicking it off with some extremely exciting news. We will be seeing the Elephant Print SB Dunk Low drop. These will be very difficult to get considering the vast amount of hype that revolved around the Elephant Air Max Atmos. These will be dropping November of this year, the mock-up courtesy of Crep City. And finally, to conclude it, last but certainly not least, we have an official release date for the Travis Scott Air Max 270. They will be releasing now April 10th for $190. Undoubtedly, they will be profitable because they are a Travis Scott collab. Perhaps not the best out of all of them, but they still will be profitable and very difficult to get if you do plan on getting a personal pair. Anyway, that'll conclude it for today's video. Make sure to stay safe, guys. Don't touch your face out in public before washing your hands. Wash your hands before you eat. Try to eat relatively healthy to keep your immune system well, but most importantly, stay calm. Use the time inside your house to be productive, learn new things, start new projects. Wishing you guys the best, of course. Feel free to leave a like if you did enjoy or you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also subscribe to stay 100% updated on any of these sneakers or just for future hype releases in general. With that, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Foot off my foot. Ah. Get the foot off my foot. Yeah. Now I can't run and I can't walk. You hit me so hard I don't want to talk. Get your foot off my foot. Ah. Get the foot off my foot. Yeah. Why are you always in my way? Every single day.